In this video, I continue to try and improve the shifting on my MK4 Golf. I installed some bushings from DieselGeek and some bushings from UroTuning. Since I've owned this Golf, I get an occasional grind going into first gear. And I've already done some things to help fix it. I swapped the shifter, I did the DieselGeek's bushing upgrade, and I've adjusted the shift cables. And each thing I did made it better, but it didn't go completely away. Where it would originally happen once a week or once every 2 weeks, now it happens, if I drive it every day, once every 3 weeks or once a month. Which is a lot better, but it's still not carefree shifting like my Civic. So I bought 2 more sets of parts to hopefully fix it. I ordered the upgraded cable end bushings from DieselGeeks, and I got another sticker, which I will be putting on my car even though it isn't a diesel. And I got a kit from UroTuning that comes with all the stuff here. Comes with a new spring, a new bushing that goes under the spring, a couple of clips, or 3 clips, and some other bushings, and the big, what do you call this thing? The shifter bearing shell. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, so I'll be installing all of this. So a lot of this stuff I've already replaced, but you can see this bushing here is pretty gone. And I don't know if the previous owner did it, but that bushing doesn't look that bad either. So I'm gonna take a look at it. And now that I take a closer look, my cup doesn't look bad at all. So I may not use all the parts, but I will replace the ones that are obviously worn. But we'll see. So I'm going to start taking off the things that I know I'm going to replace. And I don't know if this is the right order, but I'll find out. Oh, that is in shambles. Yeah. I don't know how much a new spring will help, but if you look closely, you can see that this one is more open and looks like it may have a little more tension. So I'm definitely going to replace that. And look at the difference between the new and the old. I call it a bushing, but it's more like a sleeve. That one is almost gone and was barely doing its job. Let's see, it looks like if I remove this clip, I should be able to pull this out. And I am. Okay. So it looks like I can just pull this out. And it doesn't look that bad. So here is the new one, which I guess I could just push right back in. Now there is this protrusion here that goes into the little slot there. Let's see. Let's take a look at the other side. Okay, does that come out? Let's see. Now that does not come out as easily. So I may get a little pick. Let's see if I can. It does not want to come out. Maybe I can push it out from the other side. Let me try something else. Here we go. So there it is. It looks to be intact, but nevertheless, we got a fresh one. I wonder if these slots make a difference. Well, I don't know, but we'll stall it and see how they feel. Easy enough. So I'm gonna put this rod back in now, and I did wipe it down, and I am gonna put a little bit of grease on it. Got this white lithium grease. I don't know if this is the right grease. If it isn't, and you recommend a different one, let me know what you recommend. There we go. All right. And even though the old clip was fine, I'll put the new clip on. Now let's see what's going on with that cup. Now there does not seem to be any play between the ball and the cup that is already installed on the car. But since I'm in here messing with it, I might as well take a look at it to see if there's something that I can't see. I don't think there is, but I'm right here. No, I mean, the old one looks pretty new. I mean, it looks pretty good. I mean, I don't notice any big differences. Yeah, maybe I'll just throw some grease in the new one and throw it on. Why not, right? Now, I did not go over taking off the console or the cover because it was already off from my previous shifter bushing work. And as I've mentioned in other videos, it's broken. So that's something I'll be looking for once I get everything sorted out mechanically. All right, so I can put on the new, this thing. Let's see, is it intended? Yeah, I don't know if it's intended to move or not, but I'm gonna put a little lube underneath it. Just a thin coating. Just a thin coating. So I'm at the engine bay, and where I need to get is right there. The cable ends, there's one there and one there. So I'm going to remove the air box and maybe the battery to get better access. These are the two bushings here. And let's see. So I'm going to take this clip off. Come on. Let's see. So I definitely do not want to lose it in the engine bay. All right. Well, to make it easier, I'm just going to take this out to work with it because I will be adjusting the cables. So the way to take these off is you pull down and twist forward and they come right off. All right, let's see how we get this out. And there's a little bit of play in this, but not much. I'm not trying to stab myself. Oh, come on. Wow, that's This rubber is so brittle. I mean, that is in bad shape. I guess you can expect that with time. And I made a mistake. I got a little too aggressive and I broke one of the members that goes across there. Should still work. Let's see. See, I think it'll work. So here is the cable end, and this goes in like that. This one, come on now. This one goes in on the other side. Now that is a solid piece. Let's go put it back on the car. Now I don't know why I was under the impression that the kit came with new bushings for this one and that one, but it looks like I only have the ones to go on there. So I am going to install it on here and see what we got. There we go. So now I will need to adjust the shift cables, which I will do right now. And the DieselGeek provides this dowel with his kits. So I use this to align the shifter. Get in there. And it is a very tight fit. See, is that in? There we go. That's all the way in. That little lever there that is pointing that way should be pointing straight up. And you have to push it in a little bit and twist it up and towards yourself. And you have to jiggle this a little to make that happen. And you'll notice when it happens, because it'll pop right in. Now the DieselGeek has a great explanation of how to do this on his page. There it is. Okay, so with the shift tower and the shifter locked, you see I have both of the cable end springs compressed and held. So now, hoping not to hurt any camera angle, pull back on the cable and release, and that's that one adjusted. Pull back on this cable and release. Now that's that one adjusted. So now I'll put the battery in the air box on and see if my shifting has improved. So I put everything back together and went for a drive. And there are some noticeable improvements in the way the shifter feels. But I do still get the grind going into first gear. So next time I'm going to replace the transmission oil and make sure I bleed the clutch very well. I'm going to do that before I start replacing more parts. But anyway, that'll be next time. If you'd like to see how I finally get this car shifting better, hit subscribe. If you'd like to see all the work I've already done to my MK4 Golf, check out my playlist. Thanks for watching. Take care.